Welcome to Key West! Hi friends, I'm Julia Gonzales and welcome to my channel. In this video, we're sharing 13 can't miss things to do when visiting Key West. From iconic landmarks and incredible history to amazing food and that laid-back Key West vibe, we'll show you the best of what makes this place so unforgettable. So come along as we dive into the very best of paradise. Well, good morning. I'm very excited. Today, we're here in Key West, and we are just gonna go an adventure. On this adventure, we're taking you to 13 different spots all around Key West. There's so much to do and see here, so let's jump right in. Okay, so for our first stop, you have to come to the Southernmost Point. It's so iconic. You gotta get your picture taken. There's lines. It's 10 o'clock. There's lines. Yeah. But everyone comes and does it. It's iconic. But some people argue that this isn't the Southernmost Point. And it's not 90 miles away from Cuba. But you know, it's a photo op. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, look at the line.
Lighten up. We're in Key West, okay? We're not taking ourselves too seriously. Here comes the trolley. Nice little like get on, get off. So one thing when you're visiting Florida in the summertime, be aware, sargassum is a real thing. A lot of people come here and they're like, wait, why can't I go in the water? Because you can't go through this stuff. My husband's gonna argue that it's not every summer, but it's been continual. But this summer's been the worst. But it's okay. This is only like summertime thing. So you can look it up, see if it's happening. But you know, after August, September, it kind of clears out. So another highlight that we have here in Key West is the Butterfly House. So that's where we're heading to next. So it is a little bitty busy. It's a Saturday, but the butterflies are flying. Inside the Butterfly House, we find ourselves surrounded by hundreds of butterflies. I think that they like the glass atrium is carefully kept at 80 degrees Fahrenheit with high humidity. Flamingos! The stars of the show aren't just the butterflies. The conservatory has two famous flamingos, Red and Scarlet, who have become local celebrities. I mean, that is so cute. I got a little butterfly at the end. It was a little crowded, but it's a Saturday, so I think if you were here during the week, came early, it'd be really cool just to walk through and take your time. It was very cute. Key West is very walkable, so now we're heading over to the Key West Lighthouse. Okay, so here we are at the lighthouse. Can we get it? Can we get it? There it is! Standing over watch of Key West since 1848, the Key West Lighthouse has guided sailors for more than 170 years. Now, I've never been up in this lighthouse. I don't know if I'm supposed to be on the grass. So we're gonna try to climb it, I think. Are we gonna try to climb it? Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh.
It's 88 steps.
88 steps. We can do it. Originally, the lightkeeper was a woman, which was rare for the time, and her family kept the beacon burning for generations. I mean, it looks like it's a lot more than that. We made it to the top, but I didn't realize I was gonna have such a heights issue.
Oh, that's why it's so basic too.
Yeah, there's a cruise ship here.
Yeah.
Let me, it's a beautiful view. If we can get over my heights issue, it's beautiful. Oh my gosh. The tower was raised 86 feet in 1894 to shine above the growing town. It's really not just a lighthouse, it's a piece of Key West history that is still shining bright. baby steps. It is very solid. I mean, I do feel like she's a good lighthouse. Oh, there, over here. Okay, this is Hemingway House over here. See all the people?
Yeah.
So Hemingway's house is gonna be our next stop, but it is pretty packed over there. To go down, I'm gonna have to put the camera away. I cannot. There was a gentleman waiting for me because he could hear me verbally having issues coming up those stairs. He was very patient. Thank you, sir. Okay, so welcome to the Hemingway house. The inside is really busy right now, so we're gonna take a tour of the outside and then we'll go in. Ernest Hemingway was one of America's most famous writers, known for the classics like The Old Man and the Sea, For Whom the Bells Tolls, and Farewell to Arms. He lived an adventurous life, from war correspondent to world traveler, and spent the 1930s in Key West, where he wrote some of his greatest works of art. The house is famous for all the cats. There's so many cats. They're everywhere. Okay, so over here, up these stairs above the old carriage house, is Hemingway's writing studio. He had a strict routine, writing early in the morning until around noon, then spending the afternoons fishing, boxing, or socializing. Do you get to live here? Do you like it? Wow. Right below his studio, Hemingway built the very first in-ground swimming pool in Key West in 1928. And at the time, it was the only one within 100 miles. The project cost a whopping $20,000, so much that Hemingway tossed the penny into the cement saying, "Here, take my last cent." You can see it just gets deeper. It's a nice pool. Now we'll head inside. The house itself is filled with artifacts and furniture from Hemingway's life here in the 1930s. Everything from hunting trophies to family portraits. It gives a glimpse into his world beyond writing. Okay, now we're going upstairs. What surprised me most about Hemingway's bedroom, and really the whole house, is how modest it feels. For someone as famous and larger than life as Hemingway, you'd expect something a little more grand. But instead, it's simple, practical, and comfortable, which honestly makes it even more real, like you're actually stepping into his everyday life. It was a fun morning adventuring, but now, of course, we are hungry. So we're heading to a spot that we really enjoyed the last time we were here. So hopefully it's not too crazy packed. Let's go. We're stopping for lunch at Santiago's Bodega. They're known as one of Key West's best restaurants. Okay, surprisingly, they're not crazy busy. So we're at Santiago Bodega. We were here before. Their beef carpaccio is, so I'm very excited that we could find a table and have some lunch. Cheers! So ever since we were here last time, I have been dreaming of the beef carpaccio. I absolutely love this dish. It's been a favorite of mine. So let's give it a try and see if it's the same. Let me be a lady. It's so good. Capers, garlic. Oh, the beef is so cold. It's all the textures, the onions, the red onions. Oh, they nail this dish. Absolutely amazing. So we got croquetas and we got shrimp and chorizo. These croquetas are freaking huge. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's perfect. It's perfect. So warm, gooey, delicious, hammy. Ooh, a little spice. Ah, thank you.
We also got the shrimp and chorizo. Look at that. Help yourself, honey. Oh my god, that butter garlic sauce. Forget about it. She said, and the waitress said, she was like, it's super yummy. The sauce that comes on it. That's probably the best garlic butter sauce I've ever had. Oh my god, that is so good. I'm sorry I'm eating with my hands, but listen, I'm hungry, okay? It's a showstopper.
Yeah. And it's gonna be really hot after, so be careful.
Halloumi is a semi-hard, unripened cheese that originally comes from Cyprus. Traditionally, it's a mix of goat's and sheep's milk, sometimes cow's milk. It has a high melting point. This is key. Halloumi doesn't melt easily, which means you can grill or fry it without losing its shape. Instead, it gets a golden crust outside and stays chewy inside. Wow. Oh, thank you. All right, halloumi cheese on pita. That was a showstopper. When she said this one's gonna be a showstopper, I wasn't really sure what she meant. No, I get it. Like the whole thing. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god. Yeah, it's cheesy, it's warm, it's comforting. The spices, the oil. Oh my god. It's like the best pizza without the sauce ever. It's so good. It's a great stop if you're in Key West. It's kind of off the beaten path where I don't think people see it. It's not on Duval Street. It's kind of away from the craziness, and it kind of sneaks up on you because we were walking a little ways, and I'm like, I know this is off the beaten path, and boom, we were right here. So we'll put the link in the description below. You have to try them out. It is so worth it when you come to Key West. It's away from all the craziness, and it's delicious food. So good, so good. So guys, listen, it's 89 degrees. It feels like 105 in the sun. Yeah, that's really hot. So we're gonna let Key West guide us in the right direction, and right now it's guiding us to the pool at our hotel. So we're gonna go to Key West, right, and hang by the pool a little bit just to cool off and relax, and then we'll get back at it this evening. Okay, we had a fun time at the hotel pool. We have changed, and now we're heading for sunset at Mallory Square. Let's see if we can get there in time. We might have had a little too much fun. Well, let's see. Once the sun sets, the energy doesn't stop here at Mallory Square. You'll always find a crowd gathered, street performers putting on a show, and live music drifting through the air. There's even dancing. It's one of those Key West traditions where no matter the night, the square feels alive. All right, we made it to the sunset now. It's time to find something to eat. If you're looking for a budget-friendly dinner, I have just the spot. So we're here at Garbo's Grill. They have the best cheeseburgers. Can't wait. I'm hungry. I need a cheeseburger. Okay, I got the famous Garbo's burger, one of the best burgers in Florida. Just as they turned on the music. The live music stopped and now the speaker is on. Look at how delicious this looks. It's delicious. What Garbo's does with their burger is they put a lot of garlic in it. And I love garlic. Delicious. Delish. Day.
Dinner at Garbo's hit the spot, but I still have room for dessert. So there's one more place I want to go before we call it a night. Around here, key lime pie isn't just dessert, it's tradition. And Kermit's has built a reputation on serving some of the best key lime pie. The best part is they serve it by the slice. So even though they were about to close, we could grab one to go and take a little piece of Key West with us. Duval Street is really the heart of Key West. Day or night, there's always something happening here. You'll see people strolling with drinks in hand, live music pouring out of bars, and that lively, laid-back energy the island is known for. It's kind of the one street you can't miss. We're calling it. That's a night. Key West is turning up. We're turning down because we've got a big day planned for tomorrow. So we'll see you in the morning. Now we're heading over to Fort Zachary Taylor State Park on this beautiful morning here in Key West. Okay, so that was easy. Walking in, tickets are only $2.50. So we have a 5 to 7 minute walk, I think, to get where we need to be at the fort. There's also a beach here. Fort Zachary Taylor was built in the mid-1800s and actually played a big role during the war. Union troops used it to help control the waters around Key West. And today, it still holds the largest collection of Civil War era canyons in the United States. Walking through old brick corridors really feels like you're stepping back in time. Even though we aren't visiting the beach, it is considered one of the best beaches in Key West. It has clear water, decent snorkeling. Locals and visitors love it because it's less of a party scene and more relaxed compared to the rest of Key West. Back to the fort though. After the Civil War, the fort was used again in the Spanish-American War and both world wars. The site was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1973. It's definitely a cool place to come and check out. We just got a little break from the sun because I was overheating back there. We drank some water and the sun has just gone behind some clouds and it's drizzling a little bit. Thank you, baby Jesus. I need it. You can rain on me all you want. But now we're walking over to Truman's little White House. Hopefully they have some air conditioning and we're gonna check that out. Right here in the heart of Key West is the Harry S. Truman Little White House, Florida's only presidential museum. Harry S. Truman was the 33rd president of the United States. He became president in 1945 after Franklin D. Roosevelt died in office. This modest home actually started out in the 1890s as housing for naval officers, but it became famous in the mid-20th century when President Truman made it his winter White House. Truman really embraced the island lifestyle. Locals would see him walking around town, fishing, or playing poker with his buddies at the house. The Navy set up phone lines so he could keep in touch with Washington, but he always insisted that he got more done here because there were fewer distractions. All right, that was a neat part of history. And it thunderstormed while we were in there. So it was kind of like epic to be in that like neat old home with thunderstorm going by.
It's awesome.
Now we're at the birthplace of Pan Air, and we're gonna have a drink. First flight. So let's go. We need a drink.
Back in the 1920s, Pan Am was awarded a mail contract to fly from Key West to Havana. And on October 19th, 1927, they chartered a float plane, La Nina, to carry the mail across the 90-mile route. This humble flight launched what would become one of the most iconic airlines in the world. This building is what served as Pan Am's original headquarters. Cheers! We're closing out today here at the Key West City Cemetery because after our trip here, we found that Key West holds a lot of important history. This memorial to our right is one of the most visited memorials in the cemetery. It honors the sailors of the USS Maine. On February 15th, 1898, the battleship exploded in Havana Harbor, killing over 260 crew members. The disaster became a rallying cry, remember the Maine, to hell with Spain, and it sparked the Spanish-American War. Some of those sailors were laid to rest here in Key West, and this monument honors their memory. It's a piece of world history you don't expect to find on this island. Oh, I'm sad to say that concludes this week's video. We had the best time here in Key West. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you need more ideas on things to do and eat here in Key West, I have a whole playlist, and it also includes Miami. So I'll put that here or there, or wherever it is on the screen. If you haven't already, I invite you to hit that subscribe button because we have more travel, more food, more fun coming your way. We'll see you on the next video.